What is going on, everyone? I hope you're doing well. All right, this could be a collective reading. We're going to check in on love. Ooh, that Emperor just wanted to fall out. Some of you are connecting with an Aries, divine masculine, somebody who's got their effing stuff together. He kind of came out sideways. So maybe this is somebody that, you're not speaking to and they're trying to get their stuff together. Anyway, what I was saying, this is a collective reading in love. So if you clicked on the video, it is for you most likely, but keep in mind it is general. So if it doesn't resonate, check back next time. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. If this one does hit for you, please consider liking the video, share, subscribe to my channel. And if you're returning, thank you for all of your beautiful energy and support. Leave your comments below. Let me know your story, y'all. I always read the comments and I really do appreciate it. All right, let's see what you need to know about love. All right, make sure that you guys check out your birth chart, all your placements. It really does help when watching the readings. And stick around to the end of the reading as I clarify the cards. The energy can shift. You might get little pockets of energy and information, advice to help you move forward. All right, we're going to start with some oracle cards of advice. All right, what's going on with the collective in love? What's the most important energy message for y'all? What do y'all need to know? I will extend this reading, and I'll put that link below in the description box. I'll also pin it in the comment section where we dive in just to your person and see what's going on in their environment, their true feelings, desires, and how they're going to move forward. All right, let's see what's going on. Divine masculine. Yeah, see that Emperor popped out. That Emperor is the divine masculine. Male, female, doesn't matter. Put it where it fits. But a lot of you guys are connecting with a divine masculine. You could have a new connection coming in as well. Masculine energy. All right, somebody that's got their ish together, or they're trying. Fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, fantasize. Okay, if you are in no contact with somebody, you guys aren't speaking, or you're just going through a rough patch, then they're definitely daydreaming about you, fantasizing. If you've been intimate, oh, they're thinking about it for sure. Resistance, secret admirer, suppressing, timid. So somebody's resisting coming forward, those of you that are in no contact or separation. Instead, they're just daydreaming, right? Some of you have a new connection that's watching you from afar. They've noticed you, but they're a little bit shy. They may feel a little bit insecure. What else? Obsession, infatuation, adoration, addiction. Yeah, somebody is addicted to your energy, collective. That, again, that's going to fall more for, it could be a new connection, somebody that's kind of shy and timid to come forward. You seem to be elevating on a very high level. Somebody's really admiring you. And again, if you are separated from someone, this person's still obsessed with you because maybe you abandoned them, left out, walked away, cold, icy, you're ghosting someone. Now, keep in mind, they may have done this to you and you've switched the script, right? You're pouring yourself into other areas of your life and it's making them lose their effing mind. Somebody's definitely obsessed with you, holding on to you, again, but a little bit scared to come forward. Let's see why. Let's get some tarot and see what is going on. So this is the person you're connecting with, thinking about, maybe the person you took out to the garbage, or someone you're living happily ever after with. I am getting big separation or no contact, though, in this reading. All right, let's see what y'all need to know. What's coming in for the collective in love? What do y'all need to know? As a reminder, this is timeless. So again, whenever you're clicking on the video. All right, let's check it out. What happened here? Ooh, we got the Two of Cups. You guys felt a strong soulmate connection with someone here with that Two of Cups. We're going to see what clarifies that. Because again, I feel like you guys are kind of leaving somebody out in the cold and maybe moving towards another relationship as well. But somebody still feels this strong connection to you. They're obsessed. What else? The Tower. Yeah, there's been a Tower moment. Also, keep in mind, everybody's timeline's different. Past, present, future. So put it where it fits. We got Scorpio showing up to the party. It's on this person's mind. The Knight of Wands. They want to pursue you. Somebody wants to come in. I'm getting for some of y'all, this was a newer connection. You still have a past person that's like obsessively watching you, but I'm also getting for some of y'all, you recently connected with someone and it's almost like it ended as quickly as it started. Like that Tower came in and knocked something down. This feels very much about like divine timing, some sort of lesson tied to the past, but with a new connection. Does that make sense? It's like the universe is stepping in. But you have somebody here, it could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, doesn't matter, but somebody here on their mind, maybe they are non-committal. They've become afraid. And I'm getting that there was a very strong connection and then they got scared and now there's a tower moment. Maybe they switched up on you. All right, what the hell's wrong with people? Okay, they view you as the high priestess, keeping to yourself, Pisces energy. They view you as being very spiritual, very guided, super intuitive, earth goddess, whether you're male or female, with that Empress energy. This is giving me very much like, again, if somebody's, because that tower could be like a sudden shift in energy. So if you were connecting with someone new, or this could be residual energy, but it feels newer, something shifted, you brought it down. On their mind is now they're thinking more of like being a Knight of Wands. So this could be somebody that, was like, oh my God, you're my soulmate. You're my forever. I want to be with you. And then you felt something was off and they know that about you. So you're very much in that energy of you're not going to be able to get away with shit, says the collective. And this person knows that. So the energy is very different. The high priestess is not going to deal with a Knight of Wands type energy. Let's keep going. What are they feeling? The Fool could be an Aries or Aries in their chart. See, again, on their mind is the Knight of Wands. In their emotions is the Fool. This is very kind of flighty energy. They might want a new beginning with you after this tower moment. But again, it feels like you're connecting with somebody who has a little bit of Peter Pan syndrome. But why were you in the Two of Cups? So again, were they telling you something? It's almost like their words aren't matching their actions, or somebody got scared and pulled away. Because the Fool's our first major arcana. This is all about, it is taking a risk. And again, we'll see what clarifies this, but emotionally they feel like they want to be free. I've got 2 cards of travel here. It doesn't have to be literal travel. This is like a very free spirit. Now, all of a sudden, they don't want to commit, or they don't want to, stick to maybe what they told you in the past. Something's like spooked this person, or they've had some sort of revelation with that tower, some sort of epiphany. Oh, just kidding, collective. I don't really want to be with you forever. I just want to be free, right? I'm not ready to commit. This is very non-committal energy. So what the hell's going on? What can you expect from them? Temperance? Major arcana for Sagittarius. Yeah, I'm getting a very kind of calm, cool, collected vibe from this person. Like they're just kind of going with it, right? And I think y'all are dealing with somebody who wants to be free. I mean, temperance is all about divine timing. This person is kind of giving it to the universe because to me, again, this person just wants to be free. They like to be possibly single, or, again, they're just like living life, making themselves happy. The temperance moving forward, this is what you can expect from them. Maybe they'll try to reconcile with you at some point or move forward. We'll see what clarifies this. But, this is peace and harmony. And, I'm a Knight of Wands, whether they're male or female. I feel, free. I want to take risks in other directions. I don't want to be tied down. I'm getting that vibe from this person. And you may have just left this MFer out in the cold. Because, and remember when the Emperor came out crooked at the beginning? So it's like that Emperor is somebody who has their shit together, somebody who is stable. They want to be in a relationship, right? They require order and stability in their life. That's the best card you can get for a relationship. Can be a little bit controlling, but that Emperor came out sideways. So did somebody shift on you? And that's what that tower moment is? They're resistant. You also have a past person obsessing over you and fantasizing about you. And remember, we had the divine masculine come out. I'm just getting the sense that somebody convinced you, or there were talks here about somebody leveling up and being your person and this and that. And they view you as being like, who the hell are you kidding? I can see beyond the veil. Your words didn't match your actions. This person just messed with the wrong one. Not that they're a bad person or anything like that, but if they tried to pull the veil over you, the wool over your eyes, they're now finding out you are not the 1 or the 2 or the 3. because you are the high priestess. You already know. Like, you can feel people's shifts in energy. It's very hard to fool the high priestess. And so now they view you as going quiet because you have that inner knowing that something's not right. And I think that's what that tower is. What's hidden? The 9 of Swords. So in the hidden factors, we've got a 9 of Swords. You got a past person freaking out about you, thrown up in bed, anxious, not able to sleep with the 9 of Swords. They're obsessing over you. Once you pull away, you're starting to pull away from, I think, a newer connection too. Put it where it fits. You guys will know how this resonates, or it may not resonate at all. But in the hidden factors, you've got somebody losing their effing mind over you. Again, you're just sitting in this place of like people trying to pull the wool over your eyes, and it's just not happening. People are finding out, again, you're not the right one to mess with. They need to go mix around with people who are low vibrational, because you're not. You're an empress. I'm sorry, you probably are an empress. You're a high priestess. Also, I mean, the empress, Libra, Taurus energy, the empress will not chase your ass. She just won't, male or female, because she's the entire package. She knows her worth. She attracts. And once you get into that bullshit of trying to get somebody to chase you and they're sitting in empress or high priestess energy, it's not going to happen. So they're going to have to go down a couple levels and find somebody that will be in that vibrational energy with them. What's your advice? Judgment. You've made a judgment call. If you made that judgment call already, because remember, past, present, future, Scorpio showing up to the party, Spirit saying you made the right call. You're going through a wake-up call too, and you're being helped by the divine, by Spirit, by the universe. Big decisions in your life. Somebody could come back and want to repeat the past. And there's, Spirit is pointing something out here. But again, you're vibrating on such a high level. You're choosing who to open up to and who not to. And right now, you guys are just sitting in that energy of being very closed off. Because as soon as you feel a vibe or you feel an energy shift, you're bringing in the tower, and Spirit's helping you do it. You're being protected by anybody who, again, their energy isn't matching their vibe or their words, and they're just being cut out of your life. It's not happening. You've been through too much with judgment. What's your outcome? The World. Yeah, exactly. Last major arcana. So this person is sitting in the first major arcana, free, spirited, maybe non-committal. Oh, we'll just see where it goes. We'll see what happens. Right? And this person's going to be learning a big fat lesson with the World. You've got cycles ending and new cycles opening because you're not hesitating when it comes to cutting MFers out that aren't matching your vibrational level. It's like, go to the bottom feeders because I'm not the one. That's what you're showing. That's how your energy is coming across. And I don't care if it's a past person or a new person. Very strong, very elevated, and very much, I am not the one. All right, what's at the bottom of the deck? The 4 of Swords. Yeah. All right, players, I'm going to just give you your space, says the collective. I've been healing. I've been working on myself. I'd love to build with you, but as soon as I feel like that energy isn't matching what you're saying, I'm out. I'm going to put distance between us. I'm going to go lay in a boat in a lake, and I'm going to get my thoughts together, and I'm going to be just fine doing it. You guys have done a lot of healing. And so while you're open to letting people into your life, it's not going to take you long to figure out who's with you and who isn't with you, because you're going for your 10 of Cups. I think you guys are in a really good place too. You're very happy, surrounding yourself with family, but also, just making yourself happy. You are looking for the one. But again, if you're getting some weird vibe from somebody, you're not going to hesitate to pull away and end that damn cycle. We'll see. This could be, I also feel like you have a past person that's trying to open up a cycle with you again. Could be somebody we've been in that, loop with somebody here. And I think Spirit is also highlighting that for you. Yeah, because people just are not meeting your needs, 4 of Cups. Are you going to hand me a cup of Mountain Dew or a cup of shit? Because I've dealt with a lot of bad cups in the past, and I get the sense that whatever's in that cup, it's not matching, and I'm not waiting around for it. I'm just going to reject your ass with the 4 of Cups. Yeah, this is all about people are finding out. People are finding out with the collective. I don't think there's any lack of options here. People want you, but they're going to have to come correct. And you're finding out real fast who's going to do that and who isn't. All right, let's start clarifying this bad bitch of a reading. As a reminder, I'll extend the reading and I will put that link below. I have a feeling we're going to have a couple people showing up. Please be on the lookout for fake pages, channels, whatever, stealing my effing content because they're a bunch of snakes. Apparently that's going on over at TikTok too. So if you see any of my content stolen, please report them and put in the comment section that they're a big fat fraud. If you go to my homepage on my channel here, you'll see a check mark, so I'm verified. So if you hear my voice on a reading and it seems choppy or robotic, it's not me. It's a big fat liar and thief. So please report those. This is my only channel. All right, collective, what do y'all need to know about love? What is coming in for love? What's the most important message and energy here? I like y'all's vibe. I like your energy. It's a lot of self-love. I'm feeling a lot of worth here on your part, and it's putting people in a bad headspace. For some of you, it's just people, a past person and somebody you're also connecting with or will be connecting with that kind of, they're finding out. This is like F-A-F-O is what it's giving. All right, what's this 10 of Cups, 4 of Cups with the 4 swords? What's this about? Overall energy. Yeah, look, now the Emperor's coming out in reverse. Somebody thought they had control over you, or they thought they were controlling the narrative, and they're finding out you're actually in control, and it's pissing them off with the Emperor in reverse. There's a lack of power or control over you and the situation, and somebody thought they had it in the bag, and they just don't. This is also somebody that lacks boundaries that you've been dealing with as well. Why is the 2 of Cups here in the past? What is the effing 2 of Cups with the 8 of Pentacles? Yeah, I'm going to put work into you, collective. Maybe you worked with somebody here. You started to build a relationship. There was a connection. 2 people were seeing eye to eye, right? I'm going to put in effort. I'm going to put in work. Some of you is an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus with that 8 of Pentacles. And they showed you effort and work. What's this 8 of Pentacles? But then something happened. 2 of Cups in reverse. A breakup, a coming apart. Now 2 people aren't seeing eye to eye. Your feelings have changed for this person as well. Because again, I'm getting a little bit of a switcheroo. Well, I kind of thought I wanted to be with you forever, collective, but then I started to realize I really enjoyed being single or free. So even though we talked about building a future together, I changed my mind. And I think this was a quick turnaround with that Tower, and it's a huge epiphany on your part as well. So again, we've got somebody who is just, I don't know if this person intentionally manipulated you. I don't see that yet. What was this person's intentions? They were selling you a dream here. What's this 2 of Cups in reverse? Yeah, with the Moon. See, there were hidden motives with the Moon. This person started to get a lot of fear and anxiety. So for some of you, they weren't manipulating you. It was fear set in. It all looked shiny and nice, and then reality hit. And somebody got cold feet. Somebody got scared, and they started to pull away, and you felt it. You felt the shift, and you were like, okay, mother effer, I'm going to see you another time. And you let that Tower come in. Why is the Tower here? What is this? Somebody started to close off. What's this Tower with Scorpio energy? Yeah, and the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, and you told, with the Tower, it may have come as a shock to somebody here when you started to pull away and left them out in the cold, or you felt that shift in energy. You started to have a huge epiphany. Like, this person has no intention of being with me. Their energy has shifted. Something's changed. 5 is all about sudden change. And with that Tower, again, maybe this happened kind of out of nowhere. But you're letting that MF and Tower come down, and you're turning your back on someone because you're a high priestess. You already felt it coming. You felt that shift, and you're not going to wait around for somebody to F you over. Next, it's just, I'll love myself, or I'll move on to somebody who, isn't a big fat liar. Why is the Knight of Wands on this person's mind? What is it? Knight of Wands, Sagittarius with the 5 of Cups. What's the Knight of Wands, 5 of Cups? What's this about? Why is the Knight of Wands with the 5 of Cups on this person's mind? And the 4 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I mean, again, there were talks of building a foundation together. taking it to the next level, committing, moving in together, getting engaged, something like that. And this person is regretting because on their mind is the Knight of Wands. This is somebody who's very inconsistent. They're very in and out, or they change their mind, or they become non-committal. But that's not what was going on here in the past. So what shifted? What changed their mind? Whatever it was, it's not going to, because everybody's on different timelines, or it didn't take you long to let that tower come down. You don't have time for it. You're not going to let anybody mess with your emotions. Or bring any type of instability into your life. For some of you, this was just a flat out breakup or divorce. 4 of Wands with the 2 of Wands. Yeah. See, this had something to do with this person's future, making plans. They became indecisive, right? I'm at a crossroads now. Well, you weren't at a crossroads in the past when you were talking about how I was your soulmate, says collective. What changed with this person? Why did this energy shift? What changed with this person? 2 of Wands, the 6 of Swords. Yeah, it's like something about like finding peace and harmony. With the 6 of Swords, they called the water Uber. I also feel like you may have called the water Uber before they did, because again, being the high priestess, you felt this coming. You felt something shaking up here. And on their mind was, can I really do this? Or do I just get in the boat and move on? Something spooked this person, and it had something to do with committing. I'm surprised I don't see the Knight of Swords, because this seems like a very impulsive person. They had you on board. You were like, oh, hell yeah, this is my person. This sounds great. And then all of a sudden, somebody wakes up one day and decides, you know what, actually, I think I'm the fool. And you're like, all right, see you later. Call in the tower. All right, this person's viewing you as the high priestess. Pisces energy, what's this about? And again, keep in mind, this could have already happened. Like, this could definitely be a past person. But I'm just getting that this is, I don't know, you had some hope here. I feel like this is a newer connection, but put it where it fits. You got the high priestess is how you're being viewed, Pisces energy, and the lovers. Ooh, choices and decisions in love. This is a very strong connection. You got Gemini energy there. Why is the high priestess here with the lovers? Let's talk about it. And the 9 of Wands. Yeah. So somebody here is viewing you. This person's viewing you as being very intuitive, closing off when the shift shifts. You already know, right? You see beyond the veil. I also feel like you tell people this, collective, especially in love situations, like, don't play me. Like, I am a high priestess. I'm going to find out. You're just wasting everybody's time. Let's be genuine, right? There's something about that with you. They either know that about you or you communicate that to people. And then they decide to take a chance and play you, and it backfires. So they view you as separating your logic from emotion when it comes to this, making a choice or a decision because you've dealt with too much shit in the past, whether this is that past person or newer connection or both. 9 of Wands has had some hurt from the past. He's the wounded warrior. He will always get himself up and move forward, but he's going to be guarded. And there's some trust issues there. And it has something to do with the past. This person knows that about you. They also know that you've had a really difficult road in the past. And then they did the same thing to you. That's real nice. That's special, right? This person's very well aware that, and also I think when you came into contact with this person, whenever this was, they knew that you were a little bit closed off due to past relationships and being hurt, but they still decided to take the path that they took. And it just feels, I don't know, y'all, with that moon, it feels a little bit deceptive to me. I don't know. I think they were really feeling a connection with you, but instead of like coming forward and talking to you about what was going on with them, they became very icy and very cold. And all of a sudden, you weren't getting 25 phone calls from them a day. Why is the Fool here in their emotions? Aries energy. Again, you've got Temperance again. This is somebody that's just like, you know what? I'm not really bothered by it. I'm good. You got a past person here who's losing sleep, but somebody else you've connected with or will be connecting with, they're just kind of like, oh, well, whatever happens, happens. It's kind of shitty. I got to be honest. I've changed my mind. I've decided, I really want to just kind of be free. What's Temperance here in their emotions? Yeah, the 8 of Swords. I don't want to be stuck. I don't want to be tied and bound. I want to have peace in my life. And again, I don't know if something happened with this relationship where all of a sudden they were just like, okay, collective isn't my person. I thought they were something. But regardless, instead of communicating this to you, they just kind of like ghosted or withdrew. Like they weren't as, active in the relationship. And this energy is a little bit in their emotions. It feels, I don't want to say selfish, but a little selfish. It's about them, right? They want to have balance in their life, and that's fine, right? But this is somebody that now just feels very non-committal. They don't want to be stuck to a situation. So again, and you'll know your story, maybe something did go down with the two of you, but I'm just feeling a huge change of some sort here. Moving forward, what can you expect from them? We've got Temperance, Sign of Sag, Sagittarius, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I told you, it's all about timing for this person. This person believes in divine timing, right? They're waiting on change. They're waiting for things to move forward. They may have some healing to do. They may feel like you have some healing to do. And again, I'm not getting a bad energy from this person. I just don't think that they handled this in the most mature way, especially with that Fool being there in their emotions. They could have handled this a little bit differently, because I really feel like somebody pumped you up here, like thinking that with that Two of Cups, that there was going to be a real relationship and connection here. This is somebody who just switches up and then they withdraw, hoping probably that you'll get the hint and maybe just ghost them. So it's almost like a reverse discard is what I'm getting. I mean, because you're not going to be all in with someone and then they switch up on you and you just be fine with it. You're going to say something because you're the High Priestess. You're going to feel that movement. So did they think that you were, and I guess people do that nowadays, right? A lot of people just kind of withdraw, pull away, change their energy towards you, and then just slowly it fades and you guys just start ghosting each other. That's what this person was expecting to happen. Why is the Temperance card here moving forward with the Wheel of Fortune? 2 major arcana. What's this about? And the Six of Cups. Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here with the Six of Cups and the Knight of Wands? And also, too, you got a past person here that's about to arrive with that Knight of Wands. But again, Knight of Wands, somebody that's very in and out of your life. They're missing you. They're thinking about you. You need to really just, keep your guard up with everybody right now, collective. And again, it's like, I don't know how many times people have to learn with you. You're not the one. You're just not the one with the High Priestess energy. A lot of you also know you have a past person that's about to come in. You already know that. You're the High Priestess. This newer connection, or a connection that will be coming in for you shortly, again, just protect your energy, be guarded, because they are going to sell you a dream, and then out of nowhere, they're going to pull back on their energy, hoping that you'll just kind of ride off into the sunset and they won't have to take any accountability. That's what I'm seeing with this person. That person also feels like they need a little time, like they're going to kind of do their thing, they're going to ghost you or whatever, and then they're going to ride in at some point, because at some point they start missing you or they start having these memories. I think for a lot of you, this is a very short-lived connection. So you've got a past person who's missing you, freaking out, obsessing over you. I don't know what the hell they did to you. But strongly coming through in this reading as well is going to be a newer connection who, again, sells you the world and then pulls back. Why is the Nine of Swords? This is why people just don't even date. Like, I get it. When I do all of these readings, y'all, how many readings have I done over the years? Probably 10,000 between YouTube and private readings. And it's like people are just fed up. They're just done. People are just kind of getting done with bullshit. What's this Nine of Swords? This is in the Hidden Factors. What's this Nine of Swords? And the King of Swords. Somebody that you're not speaking to. This is probably that past person, male or female. Put it where it fits. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. They've given you the silent treatment. You've given them the silent treatment. This is somebody that's kind of cold and detached. They're coming across as a King of Swords energy, but, oh, I'm not bothered, right? I don't care. I'm not bothered. They're bothered because you guys aren't speaking. So this person's living a lie. What's the King of Swords here in the Hidden Factors with the Nine of Swords Judgment, yeah. They want to repeat something. You've got Scorpio energy. I don't think you're going to do it, but expect to hear from this person. Universe is testing you, collective. You're being tested. Who fits into your life and who doesn't? Who's bringing bullshit? Who's trying to, get you to open up again, repeat, patterns and cycles, and it's just, damn. Why is the Judgment card here with the High Priestess? Damn. And that's in the position there of your advice. You've got Judgment, the High Priestess, Scorpio, Pisces. Yeah. Again, whether you're male or female, Spirit saying, we're gonna test you. We're gonna see how you handle these MFers. How much do you love yourself, collective? How many warnings have you had to give people? Well, we're gonna test you a little bit more with the High Priestess. Use your intuition when it comes to a wake-up call, not only for yourself, because I think you guys have gone through Judgment. This is more about giving other people their wake-up call. And you don't have to, cuss them out or anything like that. I mean, you can if you want. I highly recommend that in certain situations. But this is more, you got two major arcanas here from Spirit in the advice. This is more about, listen, I told you who I am. I'm the damn High Priestess. Do I need to hit you over the head to have a wake-up call? I am not putting up with this foolery from anybody. I don't care if we have a soulmate tie. I don't care if you're a twin flame. I don't care if you're somebody I met at 7-Eleven and we instantly connected. If your vibes and your words are not matching your action, I'm not wasting my time on you because I know my worth. I'm a High Priestess. And Spirit's reminding you of that because you've got this coming in. All right, your outcome, you got the damn World. You've learned a lot of lessons, and somebody's going to be learning some lessons about you. Why is the World here for your outcome? And the Chariot in reverse, Cancerian energy. I'm not moving forward with anybody who is not bringing me mature energy with the World, because that's our last major arcana. Somebody that's not ready to commit, somebody who hasn't learned their lessons. I'm ending those cycles. I'm ending those connections. If things seem chaotic and out of control, we're not moving forward. And I said it at the beginning of this reading. This is about no longer wasting your time on people, connections, and energy because you know what you want and you figure it out quickly. Maybe at one point it took you a while with people, right? Because you were loving and trusting and you wanted to see the good in people. And there's been a shift in your dynamic as well with the help of Spirit, with that High Priestess and Judgment. And they're saying, oh, baby girl, baby boy, no more. You're not going to sit in that energy anymore. Fool me once, fool me twice. And that is across the effing board. I don't care, again, if it's a past person, somebody you met at Starbucks, or, somebody you met down the street. Who knows? You are wise, because the Empress is very wise. I'm sorry, I keep saying the Empress. Damn, some of y'all are really leveling up. The High Priestess is very wise as well and knowledgeable. You are not the person you used to be, collective, when it comes to love. You're wising up. And this says you're not moving forward. You got energies here who you are just not, somebody's spinning the block and coming back to you here with that Chariot in reverse. They want to open a new cycle with you. This is a past person because you're looking good. You're rising. And also, too, because you've healed with the star energy. You're having some sort of glow up. Maybe this person is recognizing that in some way. With the star energy, Aquarius. I feel like for a lot of you, you're just unattainable. Spirit's protecting you. And you, again, with that High Priest, you got this like veil because of the unknowing. You know shit before it happens. And you didn't used to, right? You really worked on your intuition. But you've got somebody spinning the block here that you've already dealt with because you look good and you've elevated with that star energy. Yeah, Ace of Cups. You're loving yourself. You're healing. You're healed. So see, when you heal, you attract a lot of people, past people, new people, whatever, because you have this beautiful light around you. With that star and the Ace of Cups, some of you have somebody new coming in. But I think for a lot of you, this is self-love. This is healing energy. This is what the universe is giving you. They're giving you that Ace of Cups. You know your worth. And with the Star, again, very healing energy, but transmuting that energy that you keep giving to people and now pouring it into yourself with that Ace of Cups. And you're rising, you're succeeding at something. And it's a very beautiful energy. Your aura is glowing because you're choosing self-love over MFers who promise you the world and then switch up on you and leave you out in the cold. You're choosing your self-love and yourself over past people who think they can kind of just keep coming in, treat you like shit, and repeat cycles. You're just not that person anymore. Congratulations. Congratulations, collective. And Spirit saying, good job, right? With the High Priestess, you're one of us, says Spirit, with judgment. You've had your wake-up call. Now it's time for others to learn their wake-up call or have their wake-up call. You have a lot of people around you sitting in judgment. And for some of you, a lot of you are in this High Priestess energy, obviously, but others, you also have like ancestors, spirit guides, like people looking out for you. And they're putting people who have wronged you or don't have the best intentions in spiritual timeout. Because you're about to live a good life with the Three of Cups. You're happy, or you will be getting out there. People wanting to date you, be around you. You're experiencing a lot of joy or happiness, or you will be shortly. This is a deep reading. It's very, very good. You just have the door closed on a lot of people. Good luck, anybody trying to get in with the collective right now. They better really be mature and come correct. That's all I got to say. We're going to extend the reading. You got somebody from the past coming back. I also feel like a newer connection. We'll see about them. They may be a little bit, there's somebody here, they're kind of relieved in a way because they wanted to push you away. They just didn't want to be the one to do it. We'll see if they're going to reach out as well. But you've got two people showing up here in this reading, and we're going to check both of them out in the extended reading. That link will be below. All right, you guys, I'll see you all over on the extended. If not, I'll see you for the next reading that I upload. Please like, share, and subscribe. As always, I love you guys hard. Love me hard back, and we'll speak soon. Take care.